Hello, everybody. This is Dr. David Jockers, and today we are talking about the five most powerful natural energy drinks. We know that energy drinks are one of the top and hottest markets that's out there in basically the natural health world. And most of the energy drinks out there are actually really, really bad for your body. However, I'm going to go over five things you could be drinking on a daily basis, or you could just choose one of these things and really stick with it to radically improve your energy. I'm talking about doubling your energy with one or two drinks, right? So creating little things that you can do at home to significantly improve your energy, your digestion, your mental clarity. These things are actually really, really good for your skin and just for beauty in general, for beauty, cosmetic type approach. These drinks are going to really support your body because they're going to help you detoxify. And they're going to help hydrate all the natural cells of your body so you can produce more metabolic energy. We know that good hydration is critical to cellular energy. So these drinks are going to really help with that. And so we're going to dive into that in detail in this presentation. And so if you don't know me, my name's Dr. David Jockers. I am a doctor of natural medicine. I have a clinic, Exodus Health Center, right outside of Atlanta in a town called Kennesaw, Georgia, in Cobb County. And I see people from all around the world with a number of different health conditions and help them get to the root cause of their health problems and really customize specific protocols for them to get well naturally. This is my beautiful wife, Angel, my little boys, David and Joshua. And so as we look at the functional beverage or energy drink industry, we know that, most of us have seen things like Monster drinks, Rockstar energy drinks, 5 Hour Energy, Red Bulls. And these things are just highly toxic to our body, and they're causing all kinds of different issues with heart palpitations because they have a ton of caffeine. I'm talking about sometimes, 3 to 4 cups of coffee worth of caffeine in these drinks. And they also have a lot of artificial sweeteners in there, aspartame and things like Splenda, which is low to a chlorine molecules that damage the gut. Aspartame damages the brain. So these things are linked with heart palpitations, tachycardia, so increased heart rate, increased blood pressure, dehydration, gastrointestinal problems. Particularly certain sweeteners in there and preservatives really cause problems with the gut. They can lead to chest pain, dizziness, headaches, and even can overstimulate your system and cause death. So I don't recommend these sort of drinks. I would stay as far away as possible from them. Now, the good news is this: there are a lot of natural things you can be doing. So it all starts with water. Good, high quality hydration is a number one thing you could be doing for your energy. And you can see, okay, what does water do? It's going to help the heart to beat, really to just help improve the overall stroke volume, meaning the amount of blood flow that the heart pumps with every beat. It's going to help take toxins out of the cells and bring good, healthy blood cells and oxygen to the cells. Really important for brain function. Water is so important for neurological conductivity. So the ability to conduct neurological activity through the brain and nervous system is all dependent upon water. It's really important for lubricating all of our joints. Also really keep our gut, particularly moving the gut and getting things, improving our overall bowel motility. So getting things moving through the gut and expelling wastes, so critical for that, critical for the kidneys. So there's nothing more important than just making sure you're drinking really high quality, well-filtered water. So make sure you have a good water filtration system. We know that at least 75% of Americans are chronically dehydrated, if not 90%. Most people are chronically dehydrated. If you think you're drinking enough water, you're probably not. So I would recommend drinking more. Now, the best thing to do is drink away from meals. And during the daytime, naturally, we should be really hydrating. Eating does not give us energy. Good hydration does. We want to focus on optimal hydration through the daylight hours because that's going to really help with good energy. And most of us are doing most of our daily activities and working during the day. In the evening, we're usually relaxing, and that's a good time to eat a good high quality meal. And then you're just in a more relaxed mode. So your parasympathetic nervous system can activate and your body can send more blood flow into the digestive tract and digest more effectively. And so I recommend eating light and hydrating well during the day for energy. So a lot of good clean water. And it's so important to make sure you're drinking enough water. Now, I always recommend drinking a minimum half your body weight in ounces of water. So again, if you are, let's say, 160 pounds, then that would be 80 ounces of water. However, if you can get up to 1.5 ounces per pound of body weight, then you're really going to hydrate much more effectively. So 1.5 for a 160-pound individual like myself, that would be more like 120 ounces of water. I'm going to be so much better hydrated. My body's going to be able to detox more effectively, and I'm going to feel a lot more energetic. Now, some people are concerned about overhydration. As long as you're getting enough minerals, so eating good mineral-rich foods, or adding a little bit of salt to your water, you're not going to overhydrate. Your body's going to do what it's supposed to do with that water. Use it to get into the joints and hydrate and lubricate the joints. Use it to produce new blood cells and to provide enough fluid in our blood volume. Use it to help nerve conductivity. Using it to help pull waste out of the system. So it's going to really help as long as you're just making sure you're eating a mineral-rich diet or using some salts with your water. So, and you don't need much, just a little pinch. Now, other things you can drink for energy, one would be coconut water. Now, you can see coconut water has a lot of great electrolytes. In fact, it's got the natural optimal makeup of electrolytes similar to what our bloodstream is like. So it's very hydrating for our body. A lot of good potassium in there. So great source of potassium and other trace minerals like manganese, magnesium, vitamin C. It has a little bit of vitamin C in there. Has good high quality sodium. So it's very important for, it's got a lot of properties that are very advantageous for us. Unfortunately, the disadvantage is that it actually has a lot of sugar in it, so it'll impact our blood sugar. Now, I only recommend drinking a lot of coconut water if you're a long distance athlete, like for example, somebody running a 10K, maybe playing like a 2 to 3 hour soccer game outside in the heat, or basketball or football, then it's awesome. So this coconut water can be amazing for those kind of situations, or maybe running a marathon. However, if you're not doing that, what I would recommend is a little bit of coconut water kefir. But other than that, the coconut water kefir is a fermented coconut water. So here's a brand called Kavita that's really good, and they've got several different varieties. I would say probably the best is the lime mint, but the mango is also really low sugar. That lemon ginger is great, but it also has honey, so they actually increase the amount of sugar with that. But you want a really low sugar content, like less than 5 grams per serving for sure. And when they ferment the coconut water, the good bacteria that's in there breaks down the sugar and helps produce B vitamins and organic acids. And those acids and B vitamins help with energy production. There's also enzymes and probiotics that are going to help with reducing inflammation, helping improve gut health and digestion. So drinking some of this can be really, really good for energy. Would be drinking some of this coconut water kefir. Really, really good. Okay. Also kombucha, somewhat similar. A lot of people are familiar with kombucha, which is a mushroom-like pancake where it's basically what we call a SCOBY, which is a symbiotic colony of yeast and bacteria, or bacteria and yeast. So that creates the SCOBY, SCOBY. Again, symbiotic is the S, colony is the C, O is of, and then bacteria and yeast, SCOBY, right? And so what is that? It's basically just a fermenting mass. And you're typically, when people are making it, they're putting sugar in there, ideally an organic sugar. The only thing is, of course, that means that there's sugar in it. Okay, and sugar's antagonistic to good high quality energy. However, again, the bacteria, the yeast organisms help break that down, produce more B vitamins, things like glucuronic acid and glucaric acid, which are really, really good for digestive health and helping with resetting the microbiome. So there's a lot of good compounds that are in here that are very healthy for the body. But again, you're looking at overall sugar content. So you want to get one with at least 5, basically 5 grams or less sugar per serving would be the ideal amount. Okay. So if it says, 5 grams of carbs, 4 grams of sugar, and 2 servings in a bottle, then you would only want to drink 1 serving at a time if you're going to add this into your system. You can water it down, and it tastes great. So that's another good way of getting the benefits. Now, other good things, apple cider vinegar is amazing. So it's one of the best things. No sugar in that. Really good for helping improve blood sugar balance. Helps actually improve the glycemic impact of a meal that we're consuming by 40%. So if something had a glycemic impact where it would raise your blood sugar up to 100 after you consumed it, well, it's going to be 40% lower impact when you're consuming apple cider vinegar with it or just before it. So really powerful from that perspective. Very good for helping improve the fat burning state. Very good for digestion, helps stimulate stomach acid, bile production, digestive juices. So this is why I'm a fan of doing apple cider vinegar on your meat or your vegetables. Also doing a little bit of a shot of it, or drinking like a teaspoon and maybe 4 ounces of water right before a meal can be really helpful for stimulating these digestive juices. You'll also notice when you consume apple cider vinegar that your sugar cravings reduce. Your desire for starches and sugars goes down because of the positive effect on your glycemic impact and on your microbiome. Because believe it or not, our microbiome, or the bacteria and yeast microorganisms in our gut, play a big role with what we're craving. And so the apple cider vinegar will help favor the type of bacteria and microbes that are going to metabolize fat more effectively rather than the starches and the carbs. So by using that, you'll start to preferentially favor doing more healthy fats, more of a ketogenic approach, and less carbs. So highly recommend that. Again, ways to use it: putting it on food, drinking it before meals. So taking like a teaspoon or a tablespoon and 4 ounces of water and drinking that. And you can do it with supplements. I have a lot of people doing supplements before meals, like digestive enzymes and things like that. It's a good time to, you put your apple cider vinegar in your water. And that way, when you're drinking that and you're taking in those digestive enzymes, you're also getting apple cider vinegar as well for the glycemic control benefits as well as the digestive health benefits. Okay, also really good idea to mix with soups and stews. So if you're doing a soup or a stew, apple cider vinegar is really good to put in like right before you consume it. Again, helps break down the meat, the vegetables, make them even more bioavailable than they already are on a soup, because typically a soup, it's going to be well cooked, a soup or a stew, so it's usually more bioavailable. It's usually easier on the digestive system, less work on the gut to consume a soup or a stew, but you make it even better when you add the apple cider vinegar. And actually the flavor is really good that way. Also, just in general, putting it on food, putting it on meat, vegetables, the acetic acid in there, the enzymes, really good for helping to metabolize the meat, the vegetables, and again, make it easier on your digestive system, taking stress off your gut and helping your body digest and absorb it more effectively. Also, really good morning primer. So getting that energy up in the morning. Take a tablespoon or two, put it in some water, 8 ounces of water, and be drinking that. In fact, here's a couple great drinks that you can do. So these are some different flavors. You can do a cinnamon apple, where you take 1 to 2 tablespoons apple cider vinegar. Okay, so if you're new to apple cider vinegar, it's probably a good idea to start with 1 tablespoon. If you're a veteran, if you've been using it for a while, getting that 2 tablespoons in 8 ounce, that kind of ratio is really, really good for your gut health and your glycemic impact. So if you're a veteran, try that. If you're new, it's going to be more tolerable to start with just 1 tablespoon and 8 ounces. 5 to 10 drops of cinnamon flavored stevia. A good brand called Sweet Leaf has cinnamon flavored. You can also do a cranberry lemon. So cranberry juice is really low sugar. So just taking a small amount, just one ounce, putting that in with the apple cider vinegar and some good high quality filtered water, and then putting the lemon flavored stevia is really good. You could of course do just a lemonade in general, which my family, we do all the time, where we just don't put the cranberry juice in there. We just put water, the lemon, apple cider vinegar. It's really good. And the lemon flavored stevia. Grape apple, 1 to 2 tablespoons apple cider vinegar, 8 ounces of water, 5 to 10 drops of, again, Sweet Leaf stevia. They're grape flavored stevia. It's really good. So, and there's tons of different apple cider vinegar recipes that you can do that are really helpful. Another good thing is lemons or limes. Okay, I'm a huge fan of doing this. I use either fresh squeezed lemon or lime or apple cider vinegar and water. Again, or a combination of those works great, or organic lemon or lime juice. And so just putting this in water. The nice thing about lemon and lime versus apple cider vinegar is that lemon and lime have more vitamin C and also citrus bioflavonoids, which are really good for capillary permeability. What that means is helping the blood vessels have basically better tone, so they're able to get more blood flow through them. It's obviously good for blood pressure, helps relax the endothelial walls, so helps improve blood pressure, but also very good for getting more oxygen extracted into the tissue cells of our body, which means then the tissues are going to be able to produce more cellular energy because we need that oxygen for cellular energy. Also, really good for helping pull. When we have good capillary permeability, we're able to pull more metabolic waste and toxins from the tissues, which allows the tissues to heal and regenerate faster. So if we're talking about like the liver, the kidneys, they're going to heal and regenerate faster doing this. Or the muscles, the muscles are going to heal and regenerate faster. So we're going to have less stiffness and soreness. So doing lemons and limes or organic lemon or lime juice is great. And especially if you're dealing with like chronic health issues, definitely doing like a combination apple cider vinegar, fresh squeezed lemon or lime, such a good combo that you could be using to help improve your energy and your tissue healing properties. So I would highly recommend that. So we've got over a bunch: coconut water kefir. We talked about kombucha. We talked about apple cider vinegar. We talked about lemon or lime. And if you're looking for like a really high quality supplement or like a true energy drink, you want something, number one, that is little to no sugar. Okay, again, we talked about that. Minimum 5 grams or less of sugar per serving. Number two, should have compounds that really help with cellular energy production. So I'm talking about B vitamins, would be really important, magnesium, electrolytes in general, potassium, sodium, things like that. Really good stuff. And then if you're getting a supplement, it should really have compounds that help with mitochondrial function. So like acetyl L-carnitine, glutathione, different things like that. And it can also have other compounds that help with glycemic control and provide other polyphenolic rich antioxidants to the body. So things like green tea, like matcha green tea extract, or green coffee bean extract are really good for the caffeic acid and caprylic acid. So the thing that I would recommend would be this energy charge product right here, which is something that I personally will use on a regular basis, particularly oftentimes in the mid-afternoon for just a great energy shot. And it's got some caffeine in there, but it's about the same as about a half a cup of coffee, and it actually lasts in your system based on the patents that we have in this sort of patent on it. It lasts in your system for 9 hours, according to the research. So I only recommend for people to use this, at a period of time where you're not looking to fall asleep within 9 hours. Okay, so that's a really good time to use this. But it's got some natural caffeine in there, tons of electrolytes. It's also got a lot of B vitamins, a whole mitochondrial support system in there, really powerful polyphenolic antioxidants, and it tastes great. And it's very low carbohydrate, tastes really good. Put it in your water. It'll help super hydrate your system with the electrolytes, mitochondrial support. And basically it's little sachets. So when you buy this, I think it's $60, but it gives you 30 sachets. So it's like $2 per. It's about the price of, one of those toxic energy drinks like Rockstar or 5 Hour Energy and things like that. And that's really the reason why I created this, was to help high performers like myself, people that are looking to perform at a really high level, be able to have a product that no matter how well you slept, if you didn't sleep well the night before, if you have some high level performance, or if you want to really improve your game in the gym, you want to work out at a higher level, taking a product like this on occasion can be extraordinarily beneficial. You will see a huge increase in performance by doing that. So that's a great thing to check out. And I also wanted to make sure I went through this lemon energy and digestion tonic. So simple, you take 1 to 2 tablespoons organic lemon juice, some liquid lemon flavored stevia, 4 to 8 ounces of purified water, and pinch of pink salt. Boom, you've got a great little lemon energy drink, a little lemonade that you could be utilizing. And so you can make it obviously real concentrated with the lemon or a little bit more diluted based on your desire. And before meals, it's always a good idea to go less. That's why I was saying 4 ounces, because you don't want a lot of water with meals, because that will dilute your stomach acid and enzymes. So drink a lot more away from meals, and then about a half hour before a meal, you slow down your drinking. I recommend only drinking enough to where you're able to take your supplements, whatever supplements you're taking with that meal, if you're drinking Other than that, you want to hold off on drinking from about 30 minutes before you get started with your meal till about, ideally, about 45 minutes to an hour after you consume your meal. Then you can start drinking again. That way, the food has had enough time to really sit in the stomach acid, be metabolized, be broken down. It's moving into that small intestine area. And that's when you can start drinking more water and without diluting the digestive juices. So try that strategy out. And if you want to go more details on this, I have got a great quick start guide. It's my Digestion Energy Quick Start Guide right on my website. It's free. And also with that, we give you the 10 fat burning dessert recipes guide as well. Some of my favorite sweet tasting, amazing recipes that actually help turn on the fat burning switch. So you can find that right on drjockers.com. And along with that, you'll also get my premium health newsletter, get really the most cutting edge health strategies and health information getting sent right to your inbox. So if you're interested in improving your energy, I'd recommend checking that out. And I hope you guys got a lot of value out of today's video. Would love to hear what you learned, some of the biggest takeaways that you got out of this video in the comments box below. Also, other videos that you may be interested in, certainly leave a comment in the comments box below. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to do that. So you're getting all these regular video trainings. God bless you guys, and I will see you on a future training.